Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how my air wrap dryer works. Um, this is what I got for Christmas. Yeah, I really loved using it. It does take a little while. So, as you can see, this is a 21-minute video. So it does. I mean, to some of you, maybe that's not super long to do your hair, but for me, it's a little long. But what I do first is I separate the hair out, put a bunch on top of my head. It has different wrap things to use for each side of your head, but the interesting thing to me is like I've played with it a couple times. I'm still trying to like figure it out completely, but um it has like a right and a left thing to use. But I've realized that it's the opposite for me for what I'm wanting. I want my hair to curl like towards my face. I think that makes the most sense to me for my hair to curl towards my head, towards my I don't know if that makes sense. Back. I guess I want it to curl back. And when I use the right one on the right side, it curls my hair forward. I don't like that. So I'm using right now the right one, the right little gadget for the left side of my head. Well, that's kind of weird to me. Maybe most people don't do their hair that way. I don't know. I've had a little bit of trouble. The reason I'm spraying it, and maybe some of you have some recommendations for me, but I've had a little trouble, especially on the left side. Like, my hair is having a hard time holding these curls. And probably the reason is that you're not using as much heat, I guess. I don't know the reason. I know very little about hair, but um, it's just not holding the curl as well as like what I think of normally. So yeah, I'm I've started spraying it with hairspray throughout, like while I'm doing it, in hopes that it will hold a little better. So I'm just playing with different things, but my hair is damp here. Um, it says on the instructions for this that your hair should be like 90% dry or something. So sometimes I feel like it works better if I use my little spray bottle and just like do that on my dry hair. I actually had it sitting right beside me because I figured I was going to have to use it at some point, but I didn't. Um, but yeah, I I'm finding that if I brush it, if I brush the strand of hair, like the portion of hair before I wrap it wraps better and like wraps maybe less frizzy. But I still haven't bought my anti-frizz spray and I haven't used that yet. So hopefully that'll help even more. Several people recommended It's a 10 spray, and the one that I think I can't remember the name of it. The It's a 10 is the brand, but the spray that I'm wanting is one that um is like anti-frizz and also has like heat protectant. It's like maybe leave-in conditioner. Like it's like a multi-purpose spray, I guess. And I think at Target it was like $42. But I'm going to use some Christmas money to get it. I wouldn't normally take that kind of money out of our normal budget, like I'm going to use some Christmas money that I have to get it because that is very expensive to me. Um, but that's why I'm getting it as a gift because it's something I've really been wanting and waiting to get. Um, so I'm excited about that. I've been using that Olaplex #3 for several months. I do think that's helping. And I will say that not using heat on my hair has made a big difference. I feel like my hair looks healthier. Um, so I'm also excited about that. So I filmed this during nap time, but I'm filming this on a Saturday. My husband was at the gym, and right before I started the video, I was like, I couldn't find the AirPods because I wanted to listen to my audiobook while I was filming this. And I texted him and I was like, hey, do you have the AirPods? And he was like, yeah, why do you need them? I was like, no, like, I just wanted to make sure I'm like, make sure to stop looking or whatever. So that's why I'm using my cord or like my wired headphones here. I'm listening to a book right now called The Frozen River, I think is what it's called. It was recommended by somebody at my book club. It wasn't a book club book, but it was recommended by somebody there. That's what I'm listening to. I just started it today, so I'm not very far. So I can't really give a opinion on it yet. So I'm learning too, you can see in the video, like I'm trying to hold down some of my hair because I've learned this. I'm just learning as I go. Like if I don't do that sometimes, it will like suck up hair that I've already curled or whatever, and it like creates this like really bad like frizz situation. Um so I have to like be careful, like I'm putting the hair I'm not using like way behind so that that doesn't get sucked up, and then I'm pushing down the hair that I've already done to keep it from getting pulled in. It's a tedious process, but it's kind of fun because it's kind of cool how your hair just wraps around that thing. And I don't have to like worry about getting burned and like burning my hands like I do with my wand and stuff. Plus, you're not using near as much heat. You're still, I guess, I'm guessing it's like the equivalent of like blow drying your hair. I don't know. Is that right? Somebody who knows what they're doing. Instead of like blowing on your hair, it's like sucking your hair with air. I don't know. You're definitely not drying it as long as you would, like if you, because I'm trying to let my hair air dry mostly before I start this. So really I'm using it more for the styling than the drying. So to me, it's still better than blow drying my hair. But that could be it all in my head. I don't know. For those of you who know what you're doing, y'all are probably like, this girl has no clue how to use this thing. And you're right. You're right. I'm trying to figure it out, but I am not an expert, but I like it. Doing the best I can. It's funny, I like the sweatshirt that I'm wearing, like we're not huge Tennessee Vol fans, like my family is. But we are Oklahoma fans, so my mom got me this sweatshirt several years ago. And it's really comfy, but it's like really cold right now. And it has been cold consistently, so I've been wearing all my sweatshirts, and I have a lot of sweatshirts, but I didn't have like any clean when I got out of the shower because I've been wearing all of them so much, and the kids, get my sweatshirts dirty, any of my clothes dirty so fast. So I put this one on before I started filming. I have a smirk on my face, kind of like when I was taking my hair down, because I had that thought in my head of like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally had that thought, and I like cracked myself up laughing because I was like, somebody's going to be watching this video thinking, what is she doing? Like, as she's taking her hair down in pieces, like she is so clueless. I went to hot yoga this morning, and it was one of my favorite teachers who I don't get to take her classes very often because She does like night classes and then some Saturday mornings. And anyway, she always has like a pretty challenging class. And there were so many people in there today. Like, normally at my gym, there are not that many people in the hot yoga studio. So it was like mat to mat, everybody mat to mat. The teacher couldn't even walk throughout the room because there were so many people. So it got hot in there. So I was so gross when I got home. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely washing my hair. But she does something so awesome at the end of her class. She's like, has this cooler in there, and soaking the whole time in ice water are these rags that are infused with, and the water's infused with like peppermint and eucalyptus or lavender or something. And at the end for Shavasana, she gives everybody a cold rag. And it smells so good and it feels so good. And you're sweating so badly that it is such a relief. It's just such a like sweet, nice thing that she does. On the last layer here. Holding all that hair down. All these wispy baby hairs. They're slowly but surely getting a little bit longer, but they can't really curl around this thing because they're just so little. They just kind of float around. And, you know, as I keep like, as I go throughout the day, the curls kind of loosen more and get bigger, like longer, I guess. So I like the way they look, because they just look I don't know. I don't know what the right word is, but I like the way they look compared to using like a wand or a curling iron or a straightener. They're like looser, I guess. And they can keep kind of loosening up as you go. And I like that. finishing touches, trying to so much hair. I've been wearing headbands a lot to kind of hide my baby hairs. Almost spilled my coffee. Yay, yay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching.